Здесь играют и под щитом, и от щита. Попадают и двухочковый, и трехочковый. Здесь, как птиц, всех манит высота. Здесь всегда бросок и финт увидишь новый. Каждый верно сделал, что сюда зашел. Здесь все есть и для бойца, и для эстета. Высочайшие ведь любят баскетбол, а все умные канал ИгроПланета. Дорогие друзья, вас приветствует канал ИгроПланета и представляет вам очередной матч в рамках Национальной баскетбольной ассоциации между Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс и Нью-Йорк Никс. Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс – одна из самых титулованных команд НБА, которая со времени своего основания в 1946 году завоевала 16 чемпионств. Больше побед только у Бостон Селтикс – 17. В 1980-х годах Лейкерс, благодаря таким легендам, как Мэджик Джонсон и Карим Абдул-Джаббар, выигрывали 5 титулов чемпионата НБА за отрезок времени в 9 лет. Коллективу из Лос-Анджелеса также принадлежит рекорд самой продолжительной победной серии в НБА из 33 матчей, установленной в сезоне 1971-1972. 4 игрока Лейкерс получили награду самого ценного игрока НБА. Это Карим Абдул-Джаббар, Мэджик Джонсон, Шакил О'Нил и Коби Брайант. В общей сложности выиграл 8 наград. Нью-Йорк Никс также был основан в 1946 году. Эта команда 2 раза становилась чемпионом в 1970 и в 1973 годах. Сезон 1969-70 был для них историческим. Команда одержала рекордные 18 побед подряд, закончила сезон с показателями 60-22, что стало лучшим итогом регулярного чемпионата за всю историю существования клуба. В финале этого сезона встретились как раз соперники сегодняшнего противостояния, где Никс в упорной серии выиграли 4-3 и впервые стали чемпионами. Так что, как вы видите, дорогие друзья, команды имеют давнюю историю отношений. Но нас сейчас в первую очередь интересует эта игра, в которой мы будем управлять хозяевами, клубом Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс. И постараемся все сделать, чтобы порадовать собравшихся на трибунах болельщиков. Ну что же, вижу, что все уже готово к началу матча. Всем приятного просмотра.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters, and many criticized that move.
Итак, игра началась. Мяч для своей команды выиграл 3-й номер Энтони Дэвис. Кайл Кузьма приносит первые 2 очка Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс, тем самым открывая счет в этом матче.
Passes it to Knox. Right side Robinson. Out to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Knocks it loose. Robinson passes to Randall. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Kuzma.
Команды обменялись неудачными атаками.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's New York with it. Pass to Randall. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Here's Green. Hands the
Дэнни Грин увеличивает счет до 4-0.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here is Smith. He feeds it to Randall.
Хозяева хвалят на Джулиусе Рэндале, и нью-йоркцы имеют возможность наконец-то беспрепятственно набрать свои первые очки в этом матче.
And he makes the first.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up and down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
Рэндалл взял оба свои штрафные очки.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's LeBron.
Леброн Джеймс хладнокровно делает счет 6-2 в пользу хозяев.
Even restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first.
Кузьма уверенно завершает быструю контратаку, уводя свою команду в отрыв на 6 очков. 8-2.
Here's Knox.
Кевин Нокс сумел разделаться с 3 мешающими ему игроками Лейкерс и красиво загнать мяч в кольцо. 4-8.
Yeah, the pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Barrett the pass to Knox. Now, here's Barrett, guarded by Green. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 4-point game. Offensive rebound. Green with the block.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Благодаря неудачным атакам гостей, Лос-Анджелесцы опять уходят в отрыв. 10-4. Очередной промах нью-йоркцев, теперь уже в исполнении Денниса Смита. Браво, Леброн Джеймс! 12-4. Неплохое начало для хозяев площадки.
There were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson.
Великолепная игра в защите Энтони Дэвиса, и развивается стремительная контратака. Дэнни Грин заколачивает 3-очковый. Хозяева начинают ловить кураж. 15-4.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that.
Мы видим, как тренер нью-йоркцев в очень нужном тайм-ауте призывает игроков собраться и все сделать, чтобы выровнять игру, которая пошла по незапланированному сценарию. Время еще, конечно, предостаточно, и картина в любой момент может поменяться кардинально. Тренер хозяев, наоборот, настраивать свою команду продолжать действовать в таком же ключе.
Some changes for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Troy Daniels comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Gibson. Here's Trier. No good again that time.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open.
Энтони Дэвис, очередной трехочковый хозяин площадки. 18-4. Вот это так начало.
All the momentum early on.
Here's Trier. To the inside. Portis. Missed inside.
Опять неудача гостей.
When the defense is not right up on it.
Here's the three. No good from Cousins. Knicks trail by 14. Trier passes to Portis. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Davis with the double team. Shot clock at 6. And here's Bullock from the arc.
35-й номер гостей Балок решился на трехочковый, и ему удалось поразить цель. Дэниел завершает быструю атаку Лос-Анджелеса. 27.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively you have to
Ответ
take
Нью-Йорка.
And look, he's not the best
9-20.
athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Bullock missing. LA has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here with the rebound.
Серия неудач обеих команд.
Out to the wing. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Гости никак не могут завершить свою последнюю атаку в первой четверти. Опять Балок сокращает счет. 11-20.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Первая четверть завершилась преимуществом Лейкерс. Но расслабляться, конечно же, еще рано, так как впереди еще 3 четверти матча.
She gets up at 3-4 in the morning and gets off at 1-2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
25-й номер Нью-Йорк Никс Бобби Портис загоняет красивый трехочковый. Единица Лейкерс Колдвелл Кук вписывает себе в протокол этой встречи. 22-14.
And you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Wayne Ellington. Morris is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Portis in its center.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers
2 очка от Брендли. 24-14.
they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Here is Ellington, following the score by Avery Bradley. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Morris, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. And
Еще 2 очка от Брэдли, и Лос-Анджелесцы понемногу возвращают прежний перевес в счете.
Shaky and shoddy defensive work. They gotta tighten it up.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes.
Очередной тайм-аут берет тренерская скамейка гостей, так как снова игра их подопечных начала давать сбой, и, соответственно, надо вовремя внести коррективы, чтобы исправить складывающуюся ситуацию. Ну, а вы, дорогие друзья, тем временем можете понаслаждаться выступлением этой молодежной группы поддержки, которая, демонстрируя свои танцевальные навыки, пытается немного снять с пришедших на трибуны зрителей эмоциональное напряжение и воодушевить на более позитивную поддержку своей любимой команды. Тренер и игроки Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс, мы видим, в хорошем настроении. Пытаются сохранить соответственный настрой до конца матча, чтобы удержать победный счет и порадовать всех своих болельщиков, которые, безусловно, в них верят и стабильно заполняют эту прекрасную арену.
Mondo comes in for Quinn Cook and a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Portis. Kevin Knox comes in for Taj Gibson. It's checked in for Morris, and it's Dennis Smith in for Reggie Bullock. Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. He dishes it to Ellington. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Lakers leading by 12. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player.
Что-то тайм-аут немного сбил игроков прицел, и счет остается прежним.
After the miss from JaVale McGee. Smith against Rondo. Now here is Smith. Defense right on him. They could use a bucket. Knox misses. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Rondo. And again, the Lakers no good. New York's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Feeds to Randle.
Наконец-то Джулиус Рэндл разморозил эту безочковую серию. 16-26. Леброн Джеймс 28-16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Барретт самостоятельно прошел с мячом почти от кольца до кольца и спокойно записал на себя и команду 2 очка. 18-28.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college.
And some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. And New York with a change here, too. Trier's checked in. Here's LeBron.
Очередные 2 очка от Джеймса. 30-18.
Shouting distance of the basket. He's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And off target that time from Trier.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Charity stripe shot.
Барретт завершает быструю контратаку, делая цифры на табло круглыми. 20-30.
Robinson picking up the assists. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Trier. And with that
14-й
one,
номер
the lead is
гостей
turned to single
Трир
digits.
убирает с отставания его команды еще 2 очка. 22-30. Леброн Джеймс возвращает десяточку отрыва. 32-22.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Randall. He's guarded by Cousins. Randall down low. Davis is on it. Randall no good.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's James.
Нью-Йоркцы палят на Джеймсе.
New York called for the foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. And Morris subbed in for Barrett. And both free throws good for LeBron.
34-22.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Down by 12. Trier passes to Smith. No good on the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been
Теперь гости палят на районе Рондо. И 9-й номер Лейкерс имеет возможность со штрафных увеличить отрыв своей команды.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one misses.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Daniels, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for New York. And he can't hit the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons.
Трехочковый ответ от Трира.
23 seconds left in the first
25-34.
half of the game. Rondo looking over the floor. The pass to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Now here's Ellington, guarded closely. Teardrop shot, and Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Here's Gibson, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers on top. They're up by 9. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Ernie, the first half was all about Bron. Time after time, we see him taking over games. But to do it like this many years, it's unreal, Ernie.
And Kenny, your take on New York?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the board. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get on.
Первая половина матча позади. Мы прослушали мнение о ней от игрока хозяев Леброна Джеймса и от экспертов студии, от глаза которых ничего не может скрыться и которые могут каждый игровой эпизод разложить, как говорится, по полочкам. Как недостаток можно отметить большой процент нереализованных атак. Ну что же, ожидаем более результативного продолжения во второй половине матча.
A lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic. Yes. Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marcus Gasol is also in that list.
Yeah, you'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
Green and
Энтони Дэвис исправил неточность Джеймса на добивании. 36-25.
In the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Smith following the basket by Anthony Davis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game.
2 очка плюс заработанный штрафной. Неплохая атака от Кайла Кузьмы. 38-25.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That one misses for Kuzma.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Now here's James. After
LeBron James делает 40-25.
Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Rondo against Smith. Down low. Robinson.
Теперь уже сам Митчелл Робинсон, напомним, недавно фаливший возле своего кольца, имеет возможность проявить себя в бросках со штрафной линии.
Kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
One is off. And the second free throw, good. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Davis. Here's Kuzma. Randall with some nice D.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And on our sideline, our reporter
Кевин Нокс загоняет красивые 2 очка сверху. 28-40.
Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin,
Барретт со второй попытки приносит нью-йоркцам 2 очка.
James, the pass to Kuzma, over Randall.
Кайл Кузьма делает счет 42-30.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of
LeBron James,
The chemistry
44-30.
has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Красивые 2 очка от Денниса Смита.
Boy, when he's
32-44.
maneuvering through the defense, he's got such tight handles and really does a nice job keeping that ball low to the ground so defenders can't get it.
Timeout called the Lakers. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo.
Очередная передышка для игроков и особенно для зрителей, которые могут понаслаждаться грациозным выступлением такой красивой женской поддержки. Эти энергичные девушки умеют зарядить собравшихся на арене позитивным настроем для дальнейшего активного участия в процессе этой увлекательной игры. Команды по-прежнему пытаются отыскать слабые места в соперниках и думают, как суметь проявить свои наилучшие качества. Вы просто посмотрите, с каким задором танцуют эти красавицы. После такого выступления никакой унылости просто не может быть.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Bradley comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And New York with a change here too. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Here's Bradley. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows.
Хозяева палят на Баррете.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Alonzo Trier's checked in for New York. Up top, Randall. Passes it to Knox. Doesn't go for it. And the Lakers take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's James.
LeBron Джеймс просто раскачал Кевина Нокса и спокойно послал 2 очка в кольцо. 46-32.
Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now, here's Barrett. 6 points for him. Here's Randall.
Джулиус Рэндалл плюс 2 к активу нью-йоркской команды. 34-46. Лидер хозяев LeBron Джеймс продолжает улучшать свою личную статистику. 48-34. Рэндалл заработал право на бросание со штрафной линии.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
He's off on the first. Big man who was forgotten about during free agency, Randall could be an impact player for the Knicks.
Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randall should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team.
Marcus Morris is checked in for New York. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Mark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has
Высоту полета продемонстрировал Триер. Зрелищно загнал мяч в кольцо.
Perhaps 10 or 12. Maybe only a few were going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft.
Словил свою волну Леброн Джеймс. И остановить его в таком настроении практически невозможно. 50 очков от хозяев в этом матче уже есть. Рэндалл имеет возможность реабилитироваться после предыдущих результативных бросков со штрафной.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randall. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Bradley. And Daniels subbed in for Cook. The Knicks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. And Ellington is subbed in for Trier.
На этот раз Джулиус оба раза был точен.
There's a minute left to play here in the third. Cousins inside, defended by Portis.
Демаркус Казенс сделает счет 52-38 в пользу хозяев.
Pass to Bullock. On the wing, Ellington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they double up James. And the Lakers.
Леброн Джеймс, пройдя от кольца до кольца, додает свою копилку и еще 2 очка. 54-38. Это уже становится серьезной заявкой на победу в этой игре.
Clock at 6. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Cousins.
Лейкерс увеличивает свой отрыв. 56-38.
Just a very consistent score, effortlessly getting off the ground to sink these shots.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Осталась заключительная четверть, в которой хозяевам надо удержать победный марш, а гостям, баскетболистам Нью-Йорк Никс, попытаться спасти игру.
What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers leading by 18. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Marcus Morris is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Dennis Smith.
30-й номер Лейкерс Дэниелс этим уверенным трехочковым пытается сразу же отбить все настроение гостей в попытке отыграться. 59-38. Это уже плюс 21 очко. Моррис красиво просто заколачивает свои 2 очка, отмечаясь на отметке в 40 командных очков. Никс. Колдвелл Поп 61-40.
Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Какой перехват Энтони Дэвиса! Да, это может уже точно сломить будь какую уверенность соперника. Казинс уводит Лос-Анджелес в отрыв уже в рекордные для сегодняшнего матча 23 очка.
Closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Morris and the layup.
Еще 2 очка под щитом от Морриса.
Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Bullock.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Smith for 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
3 очка от хозяев, которые уже, судя по всему, полностью деморализовали своего соперника. 66-42.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Green in for Daniels. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Gibson comes in for Marcus Morris. Knox, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Robinson finds Smith. A three-pointer, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Davis, a second chance effort. The Knicks pull it in. Smith on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from
Дэниел Смит пытается поддержать честь клуба точным трехочковым. 45-66.
LeBron kicks to Cousins. Over Smith. No good from Cousins.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing.
Энтони Дэвис из-под кольца исправил неточность бросавшего трехочковый Джеймса.
And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Davis against Gibson. The pass to Knox. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 8, and he
Кевин Нокс, которому уже особо никто и не старался препятствовать, посылает свои очередные 2 очка. 47-68.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
Наверное, заключительная стратегическая передышка в этом матче. Хотя, если честно, то отыграть такое отставание за оставшееся время вряд ли удалось бы хоть какой-нибудь команде. Представители Лос-Анджелес Лейкерс в хорошем настроении раздают сувенирные фирменные майки своего клуба, собравшимся сегодня на арене болельщикам. Это помогает сплоченности и единению духа как игроков, так и их поклонников. Понятно, что тренер нью-йоркцев пытается найти нужные слова, чтобы хоть как-то более-менее достойно завершить сегодняшнюю игру. Здесь на первое место уже выходит психологическое наставление, помогающее удержать игроков в такой сложный игровой момент от полного развала. А вам, дорогие зрители, желаем набраться терпения и досмотреть это красивое представление, ведь его все участники стараются именно для вас.
Los-Angeles leading by 21. Cousins inside. Robinson on him. And he
Демаркус Казинс набирает 70-е командное очко и еще имеет шанс попасть со штрафной линии.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
71-47 в пользу Лос-Анджелес.
He came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Kept alive. Davis hangs in the air.
Энтони Дэвис опять по-дружественному подстраховал у щита бросавшего Леброна Джеймса. 73-47.
Passes to Barrett. Now Smith, guarded by Green. Fires from deep. But they recover it.
Гибсон на отскоке добавил малоутешительных 2 очка для своей команды. Вы просто посмотрите, что вытворяет эта сладкая парочка. Такое впечатление, что Джеймс специально не попадает в цель, чтобы Дэвис на отскоке забивал из-под кольца. 75-49. Деннис Смит перешагивает 50-очковую отметку своей команды.
What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Knox, and that one
2
is hammered
очка
home.
Кевина Нокса. 53-75.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Cousins. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they double up Cousins. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Knicks now. Barrett wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range.
Итак, матч завершился уверенной победой хозяев площадки со счетом 75-53. Можно было, конечно, сыграть еще более результативно, но думаю, что пришедшие на матч болельщики и так остались довольны этой победой. Конечно, без сомнения, ошибки будут рассмотрены и проделается работа по их устранению в следующих матчах.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Right,
Ну, а мы на этом, дорогие зрители нашего канала, завершаем трансляцию. С пожеланием вам всего наилучшего. Любите спорт, держите себя в форме и никогда не теряйте своего оптимистического настроения. До новых встреч в эфире.